if you sell our rivers, if I sell our Mahakali, Gandaki, all that, so what price do we going to put for the corruption, the damage to our nation? So it's a major issue, right? So for what? For why? How come? And those issues will clear up, and this will also will partly answer your question that are they taking care of, are they taking money from foreigners and sharing our interest and sharing our Nepal? So that will partly will answer the question. If you are good, if you are for the nation, then others may request or may try to entice you or incite you. But if you stand up, then nothing will happen. Others are they are simply mostly excuses. So 90% I will blame our own leaders who may bow down to others. So that's the real problem with that one. It is total nonsense to what's called that blame China. Chinese are not involved at all. I'm not trying to say that. I mean, China is great or something like this. You know, it is on their own they are great people, and for that matter, Americans are also great people, and for that matter, America has helped us a lot. Yeah, like for USAID, here for the last 40, 50 years, right? So, American people are nice people, great people, and America has helped Nepal in space like in education, health, like what's called that. I mean, the administration, all that. They have done lots of help Nepal. So we should really thank them. I mean, we should really give them credit for that.
Dr. Tilak Bahadur Shrestha, sir, welcome to the Gorkha Spirit.
Hello, sabala namaste, namaskar, jodlapa, tasi delik, sobaro, and all that.
The government, the formation of interim government, it is criticized as a foreign influence. So, what do you think about the formation of this interim government and its foreign influence? How do you see it?
Before I answer this question, let me slightly go back and put one issue on the corruption again. What our police force and Mr. Ariel, the Home Minister, need to do is once you capture or retain all those criminal elements, I mean the corrupt politicians and the top officers, they have to subject them to so-called the polygraph test or the lie detection machine, you know. And so ask questions like, I mean, how much money from where, what for, where it is now, who else are involved, and so on and so forth. So if you are able to start so-called the 25 files from Mr. Ravi Lamichhane and ask the questions and make a network of that, I would imagine within a couple of weeks, the half of our corruption will be taken care of, in my opinion. So here's again, you should use polygraph test, which is also called lie detection test, to ask questions again. Let me repeat, this is important. How much money, from where, for what? And who else are involved? Because suppose I steal 10 rupees from your pocket to my pocket, you are minus 10, my plus 10, right? So if you put two both together, it is 0. But if you sell our rivers, if I sell our Mahakali, Gandaki, all that, so what price do we going to put for the corruption, the damage to our nation? So it's a major issue, right? So for what? For why? How come? And those issues will clear up, and this will also will partly answer your question that are they taking care of, are they taking money from foreigners and sharing our interest and sharing our Nepal? So that will partly will answer the question. Now, going back to your questions, I'm not privy to, I don't know, I mean, you know, they don't tell me where is it coming and so on and so forth, right? So we can make a generalized idea, not knowing a specific reason. Now, earlier, United States and the West was pretty high, and India, China, all the countries were very poor and all that. Now, slowly it's changing. Last for like 3, maybe 4 decades, the Chinese economy and American economy are not equal, almost same. It's not per capita yet, but the GNP only. And after 25 years, they presume that will be about twice, and India will equal to American economy. That means the center of economy is going to move from North America, Europe to Asia. And with that, then comes also with the research work, also like a political power and other things, cultural power also will come along. And to control that, what West is doing is to Christianize Nepal, to make Nepal a Christian country, so that it will be like an outpost of the West between two huge Indian nations of the China and the Bharat, right? And that is direct attack against our culture, our dharma, our value system, right? And so this is what's happening. That's why you have got all the Soros, George Soros, and all kinds of projects going on. All the NGOs are attached to them. So these NGOs are not peaceful people. They are not very nice people. They may have whatever be the front, like the tusk of the elephant, but the bottom line is very dark. So we have to be careful on that. And so I don't know exactly how much, where, and how can so forth. But this geopolitical issue we must understand and make sure that we defend our values, we are dharma and all that. Thank you.
So people now criticize that most of the these cabinet members are from the growing of the NGO and INGO, especially the West, more specifically from America. So why? What's happening here? Is American government or Nepalese government?
No, number one is Nepalese government and Nepalese leaders. You cannot blame somebody else for your own weakness and corruption. No. If you are good, if you are for the nation, then others may request or may try to entice you or incite you. But if you stand up, then nothing will happen. Others are they are simply mostly excuses. So 90% I will blame our own leaders who may bow down to others. So that's the real problem with that one. Others, may try to influence you because of their national interest. So we are not against their national interest. No. Say, for example, if China says that, hey, other countries should not use Nepal against China. Hey, we are all for that. Why should we be bound against China? No. Same thing. Why should we be bound to India or put on other countries? So those things are given. We should not, and we are not interested. This is against our own interest. However, who going to do that? Somebody else may come and try to talk you out. Means our own leaders. Now, as far as the Americans are also concerned, I don't know. However, there's a report that the senator and the congressman from the Florida asked in the parliament that why the United States is spending how much, about $5 or $10 million to cut down our Hindu dharma, and which is basically to promote Christianity, right? Now, that is on the public, and he asked the question, right? So they are actually doing that. So this is the fact in open, right? And those kinds of things we have to understand and oppose. Thank you.
So while blaming the international power centers, especially America and China, they just deal in business. They meet together, but they are criticized here for making Nepal, our country, as a battlefield. So is that true?
No, it is not true, and it is total nonsense to what's called that blame China. Chinese are not involved at all. I'm not trying to say that. I mean, China is great or something like this. It is on their own they are great people, and for that matter, Americans are also great people, and for that matter, America has helped us a lot. Yeah, like for USAID, here for the last 40, 50 years, right? So, American people are nice people, great people, and America has helped Nepal in especially like in education, health, like what's called that, the administration, all that. They have done lots of help Nepal. So we should really thank them. We should really give them credit for that. But right now, is what's happening. There's a small twist with MCC. The Article 7.1 of MCC very clearly says that the MCC rules and laws are above Nepalese laws. Now, that is compromising our sovereignty. Now, that is a bad thing. And that's indirectly that's been used to counter China. Now, that we should oppose. So what I'm saying is that, let me repeat again, American people, great, good. American helping Nepal, great, good, like USAID. But we should not accept things like MCC. Same thing with China. China is a great people. They have helped a lot. BRI is a good. there is nothing else attached to that. BRI simply means that China will help Nepal to grow our economy and by providing cheap, what's called that money. Money plus technical help and also give a market also, so we can sell our goods through China and also communication. For example, if you want to trade to Mongolia or Vietnam, we can go through China. So nothing wrong with that, right? Also, there is nothing political issues involved on that. However, it's the indirect effect will be that if there is more relationship between Nepal and China, then other countries won't be able to use Nepal against China easily, right? That's the indirect benefit for China. And why should we oppose that, right? Why should we oppose that? There is no point. So, in my opinion, the BR is good, USCI is good, but not MCC. So,
Thank you, sir, for joining with us.
Namaste, namaskar, Jodlapa, Tasi Delhi, Shabaro, and all good stuff.